Social swingers versus sexual swingers. Is there a difference?
Yes, absolutely. So a social swinger are going to be people that enjoy going to events, going to clubs, meet and greets, talking to other people, going out to dinner, and yeah, maybe occasionally playing. It's just not their primary goal. Like and maybe they even just go to clubs and they're voyeurs. Like they like the social aspect of the lifestyle. They might go to club, like resorts, cruises, things like that, and just love the whole vibe of like the parties and the meeting people and the outfits, getting dressed up.
Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button.
They like the aspect of it gets them out of the house too.
Yeah, like it's an excuse to like go party and do something, and it's like having an activity to do with your partner. And so that they enjoy that aspect more of it. And yes, again, they will probably play.
If the opportunity presents itself, they'll play, but like they really have like zero expectations.
It's not like their end goal all the time. Got to find somebody, we're hooking up tonight. It's just like if it happens, it happens. If we vibe, if the opportunity arises, and that's kind of how Eric and I are. I mean, we've definitely kind of gone through phases where like we just want to hook up with somebody, and like I think as time goes on, I think a lot of newbies are social swingers. But then you realize quickly that it can also be a lot to maintain being a social swinger, having to maintain those relationships and friendships with people, and going to events can be expensive, and getting new outfits and travel, like
constantly going out with them. And it almost kind of turns into poly in a sense too. If you are a very social swinger and you end up kind of like latching on to like a friendship couple, then all of a sudden at a certain point, it almost becomes not social anymore, just becomes kind of like a lot.
Yeah, we've had that happen before where it's like you're spending a lot of time with people and then we felt like
you can't share about
and we owed them something, and like it can kind of be a lot too, so you kind of have to like watch that balance and communicate all of those, but you also have to communicate your expectations up front. So if you are somebody who is a social swinger, you need to communicate that you are looking for that, because we've been with people who are not, and then we never heard from them again, really. I mean, maybe we saw them occasionally or like a text here and there, but I was just like, oh, I thought we were going to be friends, but you got what you wanted and now we're not. So you have to communicate those expectations. And then a sexual swinger is somebody who just wants to hook up, doesn't care about being friends, doesn't care about making friends.
Doesn't need to know about your kids, doesn't need to know about your work, doesn't need to know any of that. Yeah. What are your boundaries? Are you here to play?
Yeah, and they want to go to a club, they want to hook up, they want to go out to dinner, go back to, wherever, a hotel, whatever, they want to play, and that's it. And like, yeah, you might stay in touch and you might play again. It's just not, their goal isn't to like be your friend. They just want to hook up, go to parties, get laid. That's it. They got their own life outside of that. And again, we have met both, we have played with both, and we have also been both, I think. It's definitely depends on the person. For us, we've met people who we really like as friends, and I would choose their friendship over playing with them. Absolutely. But we've met some people who are like, they're cute, but our like personalities and lives don't really our personalities like we vibe with them, but like our lives just don't really align in any sort of way, and this is going to be either a one-time thing and we'll see you again at another party, or
it's kind of nice to have both though, because if you just want to get laid, you just want to have fun, there you have these people that you can hit up that you haven't talked to them in like a month, 2 months, whatever, and they're just, hey, yeah, you're down, I'm down, okay, cool. So next thing you know, you're just jumping into bed, versus those other couples that it's like, hey, do you want to just go out for dinner, and there's no expectations, and that's all you're doing is dinner, maybe a concert thing.
Yeah, we have friends that we hang out with maybe once a year, and we'll go to dinner, and we know the expectation is what's going to happen. We're like, hey, we haven't seen you guys in a while, how you been? Grab dinner, catch up for a little bit, and we know what's going to happen. And it's
like once a year
but then we don't feel bad. Like it's not like really something we have to maintain. Like, yeah, there's an occasional check-in. Like, how you guys doing? Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, you don't blow them off
completely. Yeah, but you don't have to. It's not like an effort sort of relationship thing. So yeah, you just kind of. But again, if your expectation is only to just get laid and hook up, like you kind of have to let people know that. Be like, hey, that's all we're in this for. We're not looking for friends. Like, we have our boundaries. We have our own lives. We don't spend time on our phones. And some people are like that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing with that is it does, in some ways really protect your relationship. And the one thing I will say is if you are just about hooking up, you don't burn out, I almost think, as quickly as you do as a friendship. I think friendship swingers, like your feelings get hurt, you get burnt out and all this, versus these sexual swingers. They go, they hook up, they're done. You don't see them for a couple months. You see them at another party hooking up with somebody else.
I know. And I wish sometimes I wish I could be a little bit more of like the sexual swinger side, because I tend to like, I can get my feelings hurt easily. And it's like, if we've played with somebody, not that I expect anyone to only play with me or anything like that, but definitely like it can be awkward when you go and they're like playing with someone else. You're like, oh, hey guys. And like, or you don't hear from somebody for a while and you're like, is it me? Like that can play into like a little bit of your emotions too. And so that's again where the communication comes in.
No, and it's key to have that communication there. And it's also, I think, important too, is like partners to talk about like the people that you're friends with even too. And it does mess with your head a little bit, but I'm the same as you. Like it's fun to have that dopamine rush. It's fun to have that new rush. Like I will say, like, I think everybody we play with, like, that first time you play with them is almost like the most fun because you don't know what 100%. To expect at all.
Yeah, I think when we first got, a lot of newbies tend to say this, and when we first got a lifestyle, we're like, oh, we want to find a couple or a unicorn and a regular play partner, like not poly, but like regular play partners and, you know, someone that we can always spend time with. And as time has gone on, I am like way more like, I just want to hook up. Like, yeah, I don't have the energy or the like desire to maintain all those relationships. I mean, there's a few that we do. We have some very good friends that we've even traveled with and stuff like that. But
even then, we can go like we've went a month without talking and then hit back up.
Oh yeah, I mean we occasionally check in here and there, but again, yeah, not maintenance. We don't like maintenance.
Maintenance is hard, especially because then it just becomes you stop talking to other people. Now all of a sudden you're only talking to one person. Your relationship all of a sudden isn't always even the priority. You catch yourself in your own relationship talking about these other people more than you are your own relationship, and you're looking at each other like, what are we doing? And then you have like an experience or you've met somebody else and like you can't share it with them because you're gonna get upset.
Yeah, we've had that. But you do get burned out over time. So over the years we've become a little bit more of sexual swingers and maintained a few friendships. But I think, you know, we kind of we had a lot of fun last year. We played quite a bit in 2024. But this year we kind of want to like cultivate the relationships with people that we like really like, and like even like vanilla friends too. Like the lifestyle and just being a sexual swinger can be exhausting, and it can also leave a lot of empty feeling. Kind of like, oh yeah, we had fun, that was a great night, but like now I'm alone. Yeah, like it can leave you like the dopamine high is gone, and it can be so.
And it is.
It's important to have both, I think, friendships and some spicy fun.
I think it is. And it's funny because I think when we first even got in this lifestyle, we were so much of like like we wanted that sexual swinger friends, floating the river, coming back, having a barbecue, all of us playing, and then, you know, and now it's almost like we want more like vanilla friends almost in a way because it's fun to go do stuff and know that
there's no pressure.
Right, because even if there's sexual friends, like friendships, that swinging is always there.
Yeah.
And you're like, when's it going to pop up?
Yeah, and we've struggled with that when it's like we met people in the lifestyle and we became like a lot friends with them, and it was constantly like sexual innuendos and comments and when do we get to play and this and that, and it was just like, oh, I just kind of wanted to go do something, like, can we not, like, and every other, you know, it was like really immature, like sexual comments all the time, and I was just like, this is a lot.
And you pass the point of no return.
Yeah. And so it's almost like I'd rather just have some vanilla friends that don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be about that, and then also some friends that I'm like really into in more just a sexual way. We meet up, we hook up, got that out of our system. I'll call you guys in 6 months.
Exactly. Hey, how are the kids? How's work? How's everything? Good, great. Yeah. We'll see you again here in a few months. So yeah, there are two different kinds, but it is important to, I guess, communicate kind of what you're looking for and what your expectations out of a play situation are, so people's feelings aren't getting hurt or people are feeling taken advantage of. Yeah, that's the worst, when people feel taken advantage of. You don't want that.
Yeah.